To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the Entrepreneurians Podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome to the Entrepreneurians Podcast, and we are back. I'm Tiffany Nicole, and that is Last Trace.
What up, y'all?
And man, we pulled up, as we told y'all, on Miss Tiffany Barrett and her husband at the Magic VC Warehouse, and it was dope. I know you guys watched yesterday, but today we're going to get into why Magic Scene was invented and what is the premise behind it. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't want to miss this. This is good.
You really don't. It's crazy. Yo, listen, I couldn't believe like the different things that we learned, and she really goes in depth about a lot of particulars about women's
vaginal health.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tiff.
No problem, because I know he was looking for the right words to say.
I didn't want to say the wrong. I don't want to get canceled out here.
Because it's like that stupid it's a taboo thing, and it doesn't have to be. It's just every female has this body part. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why it has to be so taboo, but I really applaud Tiffany on the way that she breaks things down into layman's terms. Because even us as females, we don't know everything going on with our body, and we should.
Nope.
And it's sad that we don't, and it's because it's like we're not taught certain things, and certain things we're just like, we figure, hey, I'll figure it out. If something goes wrong, is that's when we find out. Mm-hmm. We don't proactively try to learn about our bodies, and we should.
Okay. Well, y'all gonna learn today.
For real. Well, y'all gonna learn this week.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
Yep.
Remember I said we launched all these extra products last year. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we started a supplement division. It's a separate division, but it's not a separate company as of yet. But it's called Nature's Magic. So we have immune support. And this was inspired. My husband had the inspiration to do this because of COVID. This started like at the height of COVID when in the very beginning of COVID, I lost 6 family members like this. Oh my gosh. Very quickly, including my uncle, who was like my second dad. And that like tore me up, tore my kids up. He lost a lot of friends. And immune support, we knew that a lot of people were coming out and using their holistic remedies and their natural remedies to help shore their immune system up before we had a vaccine or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So immune support was, compiled out of that need of how can we support our community right now that's in a crisis. So this was the first supplement that we did. And then we followed up with the probiotics. And the probiotics we followed up with because same thing. These are women's probiotics, so they're more specifically geared towards, of course, the gut, the urinary system, and the reproductive system, because you need to have a healthy microbiome. But if you are working on your immune system, you should be working on your gut, because most of your immune system is in your gut. So if you doing this and not doing this at the same time, you're not going to get the optimal benefit. So healing your gut, our probiotic has probiotic and prebiotic in it. So probiotic is giving your body the bacteria that it needs, the bacteria balance that it needs. Prebiotic is giving your body the fiber that it needs to create more of the healthy bacteria. So you put in a healthy bacteria in there, and you're also giving your body what it needs to create more of it. So if you're taking it on a consistent basis, you're keeping that microbiome balanced exactly where it needs to be. So if your gut microbiome is balanced, your bladder microbiome is balanced, and so is your vaginal microbiome. That's going to prevent BV. That's going to prevent candida. That's going to prevent any bacteria from growing more than it should in our body, because we got some bacteria that needs to be there, right? If you get an infection and you take antibiotics, what happens? Sometimes you get a yeast infection or BV because the antibiotics kill the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. So now you're off balance. Doing things like taking a probiotic and a prebiotic will keep that balance there. Then, I don't know where we have boric acid. Now, boric acid, I don't know where they at. They somewhere up here, I think. Oh, they're here. Right? Yes. So boric acid, if you have anything in the vaginal tract that is throwing your pH off, this will correct it immediately, because the vagina is acidic. And when it gets thrown off, it's because it's going towards the alkaline side. So the acid puts it back in an acidic state. And while it's in the acidic state, this isn't going to cure anything. It's just going to put it back in an acidic state and relieve the symptoms that you're having, any itching, any discharge. And then you want to get those probiotics, prebiotics in there to work on the good bacteria from the inside. So this is a dual. It's like, okay, I feel crazy. Let me put this in so I feel better. And then I can take the time to eat the things and ingest the things that I need to heal so that I actually balance myself back out again. This isn't going to balance you out, but it's going to alleviate the symptoms right away. So I always tell women, this is a temporary fix, right? We like the fast thing, so we take the pill, and the pill doesn't always cure everything. It'll like lessen your symptoms, and you might still have some type of imbalance going on. And a lot of women don't realize, like when they're struggling with fertility, sometimes it's because you have an imbalance in your microbiome, and that bacteria is eating up them sperm. They can't even get to the egg. Right, so they thinking, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm trying to get pregnant, and all of their tests are coming back regular. But if you have a slight imbalance in that microbiome, it could be causing what they call unexplained infertility, because they have no idea why it's happening. They can't explain why it's happening. But it's something as little as the bacteria and the pH balance being off a little bit. So a lot of pregnant women have to take probiotics during pregnancy and during. So
Dre, I bet you didn't know all that, huh?
I got a whole lesson just now.
You're lucky to be a man. Let's just say that.
You know,
right?
Half of
okay.
that.
All the stuff that we have to go through.
Yes.
But you know what? When I talk to women who come to our site and buy products, that's what I tell them is the difference between someone who's just selling you products and someone who is a reproductive health professional.
Exactly. It's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference. Yes. It's a huge difference. Like I went to school. We talked about that in the other time. Like I got them certifications because I wanted to be able to really help women, not just sell them stuff, not just be on the base level of, do you want good coochie? It's so much bigger than that.
It's so much bigger than that.
Your vagina is not just a receptacle for a penis. Yes, that is a beautiful and wonderful thing, honey. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But if you have a healed body and a healed womb, guess what, girlfriend? That's the byproduct. That's the byproduct. Magical pum pum.
And the penis likes it even better because it's fresh to death.
That's how we got here. Listen,
that's how the penis likes it.
That's how we got here. Maybe he'll tell that story, maybe he won't. But that's how we got here. He was like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my life. How did you do this?"
Like, we gonna sell it. We gonna make some money off of it.
Literally, he was like, "Every man needs to experience this. This is unfair. This is not fair. If I don't.
As soon as we get there, he gonna go on the site and buy all of it. We need all that. You gonna get all that.
Put my boys on."
So my hemorrhoids. I mean, my friends' hemorrhoids.
Your friends' hemorrhoids. Yeah.
When we started like expanding on products, a lot of people started asking us to do pads and not tampons so much, but pads and like panty liners.
Like healthy pads.
Healthy pads.
It's because a lot of money. Yeah.
It's important. Because you're undoing all the work you're doing with your steaming if you're using those pads that have all those chemicals and stuff in it.
Yep.
So
perfumes and black odor and all that
everything.
Stuff. Yeah,
those are just as bad. They're so bad for us. So when we were thinking about doing a period care product, we wanted to do something that was in line with everything, all of the healing processes that we promote through a steaming practice. So we wound up doing a menstrual cup. And we did it for more reasons than one, mostly because in the cultures that steam, they do some type of period tracking. So they do some type of paying attention to your cervical mucus, paying attention to the height of your cervix, paying attention to how much flow you have every month so that you can judge the health of your menstrual cycle through your period. The period and the menstrual cycle are a diagnostic tool. We are not taught to do that in America, but most...
I'm looking at you like, what?
Yes, yes. And you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? The American College of Gynecology agrees that the menstrual cycle and the period are a diagnostic tool. But have you ever been told that?
No, well, it's not a DSM-4 either.
Absolutely not.
Or 5 now, yeah.
They're not telling you because
it makes
they don't
a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know.
No, they don't.
right?
Wow.
But the places where women practice some type of period tracking, it's because they usually don't have access to period care. So these girls are staying home from school. They staying home. They're using rags and bundles to catch their period blood because they don't have access to period care. So in the absence of one thing, you heighten the knowledge of another. We have access to everything without the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you bridge the two, what do you create? Autonomy in women? You think anybody wants women to have autonomy?
You already know, no.
No. Except the smart men. The smart men, no. Oh, yeah. Because we all benefit from that.
Yeah.
We all benefit from the women having autonomy and the women having more knowledge because we the ones birthing the babies. We're the ones raising them. We're the ones nurturing them. And then what do we always do? When we learn something, we know something, we always come back and enrich the men in our lives as well. So it would behoove anyone to allow women to gain more autonomy and know about their reproductive wellness and extend their reproductive years if that's what they need to do. They do it in other countries. They don't do it here. They don't do it here. So that's our period care product.
So do you guys sell those already?
We do. Yep.
Okay.
All of these are on our website. And then our last two products that we did, I don't know where the
How many products do you have in total?
11. Wow. 11 now. Yeah.
Now, when you had the most products, how many did you have?
No, we haven't taken anything back. We haven't scaled anything back.
That's good.
We just scaled back on people.
Yeah. Okay.
But no products. Yeah. So the last two things, I don't know where the hair and nail but we did gummies, right? And like I think I said this in our first interview. Anything we've done it always is sparked from some type of personal thing or some type of thing that has happened amongst us or the children. Because even they might be right here. Nope. We have a weight loss pill that was inspired by our daughters. My youngest daughter and my husband's daughter.
What's the name of it?
They both, it's Slim Thick.
Love it.
That was his. I was
like, please find that. Before
I was like, I don't like that name.
Slim Thick. That's perfect.
Slim Thick.
That's a black person's
okay, that's our words.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up though.
And the amazing thing about this is this is a CBD product.
Ooh.
Nice. This is a CBD weight loss product.
Yeah,
so
we might have to leave with a couple bottles of
that. And it works. I'm using it right now because I have a couple events later on this year. My stepson is getting married. I have a cotillion that I'm choreographing, and then my niece is getting married. So I'm trying to be a little more svelte in my dress, a little slim thick, yes, in my dresses.
That's a good name.
I'm taking it right now.
Everybody need that after COVID.
Diet pills.
Everybody needs that home and gain 1,500 pounds.
Because I definitely gained 35. But our last two,
y'all could do a shake with that.
Yes, you can.
Same name.
Listen, I put in the morning. I put my immune support, my probiotic, and Slim Thick in my smoothie.
Nice.
And put them all in there so that I take it because I don't like swallowing pills. So when I put them in the smoothie, I know I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? But again, going back to me not liking to swallow pills, that's how the gummies came about.
Okay.
So we have a hair and nail gummy. It's blue. It's in there somewhere. And then we have a chlorophyll gummy. Now, ladies, if you ever Google how to get rid of vaginal odor quickly, one of the things that will come up is chlorophyll. If you take liquid chlorophyll.
Let me zoom in on that again.
This one. No, this one right here. This one.
I'm gonna hurt him. Chlorophyll is an internal deodorizer. So it neutralizes anything that's causing odor in your body.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people in certain countries, they do things like chew on seaweed or eat seaweed because seaweed is high in chlorophyll. Yep. Very high in chlorophyll. And it'll help freshen your breath. And it just like anything, because whatever we're eating, it comes out of our pores. It comes when we sweat. That's how some people's body odors is really offensive. Some people's body odors smell sweet. It depends on what you're eating.
Yeah.
Like
that's like when people get drunk. You can smell alcohol.
Girl.
Their pores. coming out your pores.
And it really does. It really does. You'll get drunk if you sleep. No, but it's true. You will. You will. If you sleep really close to someone, you will inhale the alcohol vapors. Look it up. I ain't lying. Look it up.
That's crazy. I know.
But this came from chlorophyll liquid. Tastes really nasty. So you either have to drop it in water. Some people can take the taste and just take it naturally. But I knew that I would take it more if we had gummies. Mm-hmm. So we were developing the hair and nail gummies, and they did wonders. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you all the way down here with it. But we had the option to try to do the chlorophyll gummies as well. So we was like, yeah, all right, come on. Mind you, really, most of this is my husband. I'm just taking the credit right now. But but the gummies was, they were him. Like, he was on the gummies. So those were the last two products that we launched out of the supplements.
So when you guys are coming up with the supplements, is there like a lab y'all go to? Or like how was that process?
Yes. Okay. Yes. We have 3 different labs that we work with. And you'll notice, like, on our bottles, it says non-GMO FDA registered facility, right? Mm. So they're made in an FDA registered facility. Okay. We will not work with any lab that is not FDA registered. Okay. Because the issue with supplements is it's very hard to get the FDA to regulate your supplement. Yeah. They won't do it. It takes years, right? So we have to put the non-disclaimer. This claim has not been investigated by the FDA. We're not making any claims. But what you can do is go to a facility that has been registered with the FDA, and all of their processes have been approved by the FDA. So it's almost like by default, your product has perfect. Been. Yeah. So though you can't say, that they've done the product, the facility has the registration. So we only work with FDA registered facilities. Yeah, because listen, we can't be playing with people's lives. This is what you're eating and you're ingesting and putting in your body. Yep. And if I'm saying I want to help you and I care about you and we are a wellness company, I'm going to do that to the furthest of my ability. I'm not going to hold back on that. So does it cost a little bit more? It costs a lot more, right? But I would rather be able to put that on my bottle. All of that USDA organic, vegan friendly, non-GMO, FDA, and GMP certified. Good manufacturing practices. Right. That's what I want. Because they don't expect us. Exactly. Yeah. They don't expect us to do that. Yeah. They do not. We just going to do anything.
Right. Yeah. See, that's non-ninja business. Right?
There you go.
Non-ninja business.
Non-ninja.
So these over here are the male V steamers?
Yeah. I said male V steamers. They male.
They're just black.
They're just black.
They're just black.
I'm asking for a friend of a friend.
And it makes it more approachable to a certain audience. And I'm not going to hold y'all. Another reason we did it is we had a lot of gay and trans men who wanted to try the steamer and who were inquiring. And, I went through a nice couple of months where I was getting a lot of gay men that were reaching out to us and felt not represented. And I'm like, okay, but it's a woman's product. And they're like, okay, but, it was a difficult conversation because I don't want to hear all of your inner workings, but I understand where you're coming from. Right. And I can be inclusive. I can definitely be inclusive. But I wanted them to understand, here's the thing, you weren't my target market to begin with, but I hear you and what you say matters to me. And let's see if we can't come up with a solution for that where you don't feel like you're being attacked. Yeah. So, and I care. I do care. Yeah. I do care. Like, we've had trans women who are like, can I do this? And I'm like, absolutely you can. Absolutely you can.
That's a conversation to be had.
It is. Yeah. It is a conversation to be had, because there's no reason for me to exclude you. It's just sometimes things aren't on our radar.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not excluding you. That's not the goal. That's not the thought. That's not the idea. And I've even reached out to several friends who are advocates to say, okay, help me with my messaging so that I can make my messaging more inclusive because I do not want to exclude anyone.
I want your money too. I definitely want your money.
You know what?
I don't care what color it is.
You know what? For me, I felt bad that somebody felt hurt because I could tell that the first person who reached out to me actually really felt hurt. Felt excluded, and it wasn't. And I was so bothered because that's so not me.
Yeah.
Because I've been a teacher for years. I have a student right now who I had before he transitioned, and because he didn't change his name, thank God, I'm okay. But in the past, I have dead named them. I have misgendered them. And I'm like, I'm a human, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's a lot to keep up with. And it's not intentional.
No.
It's not. But I've learned that I just never want to hurt anyone, regardless of who they are and what is the thing that I've done that hurt them.
Yeah.
My first goal is let me fix the harm. And then we can move forward. Yeah. So I had to open my eyes to that because you can't just say, I'm here for women, and then someone approaches you and you like, oh, not your kind, not your kind of woman. I can't because that's not real. That's not me being a whole person. So I've learned through this process, y'all. I learned. Y'all ready to go to the Holy Grail? Y'all
ready? We are ready. All right. Take us to the Holy Grail.